Oh shit! Oh shit!
Run.
That's right, folks. Run. And we are back with another problem with that. Today's problem with that is going to be the ABS system in baseball. Let's talk about the automatic ball strike system in baseball. Because what they're selling you is fairness, precision, consistency. The idea that if a machine calls balls and strikes, the game gets better. But the problem with that is the strike zone in the rule book is not the same thing as the strike zone in the ABS system ends up enforcing. In the rule book, the strike zone is a three-dimensional space. It has height. It has depth. It exists as the ball travels through the zone over the plate. But what fans end up seeing, what the system often gets reduced to in practice, and now we're starting to see it in reality as they implement it for challenges, is a two-dimensional plane floating over the center of the plate. That's a huge difference because baseball is played in real space, not on a flat screen. A pitch can nick the front of the zone. A pitch can catch the back of the zone. A breaking ball can move through the space in a way that doesn't match the frozen graphic people see on TV. So now you've got a sport with a 3D ruling being judged as a debating through a 2D image. And that creates a problem. Because once people start trusting the screen more than the actual structure of the rule, the game gets distorted. A pitch that was in the zone by the rule book can look wrong on the broadcast box. A pitch that looked good to the eye can miss the system's measurements. Suddenly, instead of ending arguments, technology creates a whole new kind of argument. We're seeing that right now. Not over what the umpire saw, but over whether the system is representing the zone the right way in the first place. And that's before you even get to the bigger issue. Baseball was never meant to be reduced to pure geometry. The ABS system treats the strike zone like a formula, a clear answer, a solved problem. But baseball has always lived in the edges. Catchers steal strikes. Pitchers paint corners. Hitters adjust to an umpire's zone. Managers losing their mind over a call that changed the inning. The human element wasn't just noise. It was part of the sport. And now we're told a machine can clean all that up. But what it really does is flatten the game. It takes a living, breathing contest and turns it into a technical review. And once baseball becomes more about whether the ball clipped an invisible digital boundary than about the feel of the movement, something gets lost. Because fans do not love baseball just because it's accurate. They love it because it's dramatic. Because it's tense. Because human beings are involved. And the problem with that is when you take a three-dimensional rule, flatten it into a two-dimensional judgment, and hand the game over to the machine, you may gain precision, but you lose the soul of the strike zone. And when baseball loses that, it loses part of itself.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Run.